Peace, y'all. Good afternoon. I'm just not waking up. Well, not technically. I woke up at like 11:30. And now this shit turned into a pimple. I don't care. But anyway, yeah, I just woke up at 11:30. And now I am preparing myself to journal for the day and go to the gym to work out and wash my ass. That's why you see I have on the same clothes from yesterday. So this is a pattern for me, right? So this is what I do. Pretty much every day when it's the beginning of the week, I would wear the same clothes I have on from yesterday and then go to the gym and wash my ass. That's the best way for me right now because I've had to make sacrifices. There's a lot of truck stops that have showers, but that's a lot of fucking money I'm spending, you know? That's $14-15 down the drain every day that I go in there to wash my ass. Now, mind you, I enjoyed the privacy. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy the privacy, but I don't enjoy the fact that I don't have money, you know? Yeah, like I had to make sacrifices. And so since I got the classic membership at Planet Fitness, you know, it makes more sense. You know what I'm saying? So I am going to journal for the day, which I love that I bought this. And it says, leave your fears behind. That's why I saw another fucking journal in Ross for like $3. It was so beautiful. I wanted to get it so bad. But I was like, Brianka, you already got enough fucking journals. Look, sketchbooks, affirmation notebook, like bill book. Like I already got enough. 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 But listen, I might fuck around and go get it because I don't care, because I like journals. I just like journals. But yeah. This is how I've started my month of August. When the month of August started, I was just like, nigga, I had so much energy to be like dedicating to new habits. Like it was just automatic. It was just complete automatic. So I was like, fuck it. So when the month started, I realized my changes. I haven't given up. That's the crazy part. No matter what. Because my goal was to journal every day. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you something. When you don't have nothing to say or talk about, it's okay. In the past, I used to be so hard on myself when it came to goals and making new habits. And that's what made me give up so many fucking times on new habits, was how hard I was being on myself. So, this time around, I feel like more of a cheerleader to myself and be like, do it when you do it. Just do it. You know, like ever since I started August, I wouldn't say that I've been journaling every day, but I could definitely say I've been journaling like once or twice a week. And that's a new dedication to me. That's new to me. You know what I'm saying? So last night I didn't journal, but it's okay because I'm dedicating myself to it now. So, because at first when I woke up, I was already in gym mode. And I was like, Brianka, you told yourself, like making promises. You told yourself you would journal. And that was that's another thing I've had, like, I've always had issues with myself about, is keeping promises to myself. It's not that it's not that it's an issue. I would more so say it wasn't a habit that I was contributing to myself. It was more so of a bad habit of not making the promises to myself, but to others. That's a bad habit of neglect, because I was conditioned into neglecting myself and putting others first, including their promises. So I am a recovering people pleaser, and yeah. This comes with the territory. So I'll hit you guys back up after I journal and work out. And I'm more than likely, because I saw a girl the other day, I went to the gym. I saw a girl with her tripod and shit. Oh, that just reminded me. I'm putting my tripod in my bag. yeah, I saw a girl with her tripod and shit recording herself, so I might just put a little few pieces of me working out in there, just so content. I guess. I don't fucking know, y'all. I'm just winging it at this point. But yeah, I'll check with you guys later. Peace. Okay, y'all. I came back on because as I was journaling, I was writing a letter to my younger self, my teenage self, and as I literally just wrote like a short paragraph. And I just felt like talking about this. I felt called to talk about my teenage self, the decisions I made at that age, and being 27, what I'm learning from my teenage self at that age. I was the most insecure child, and I was not well influenced from 12 to 16. From that span, mind you, this is about hypersexuality again. This is about hypersexuality and sexual trauma. Trigger warning, this is about hypersexuality and sexual trauma. Through those spans, because when I was sexually active at 12 years old. I didn't lose my virginity at 12. It was mainly when I was 14 when I lost my virginity. And I'm putting those in air quotes because I know in Christian dynamics, in the Christianity brainwashing paradigm, that's what they want to say, you lost something, but you didn't lose not a motherfucking thing. As a woman, you didn't lose your virginity. That's what this Christianity dynamics wants you to believe in. When you don't believe in that shit, you didn't lose nothing. You didn't get your cherry popped. You see how disgusting those phrases are? Losing your virginity. I'm not going to even get into that. This is about me talking about sexual hypersexuality and sexual trauma. I'm not going to even get into that. We're not going to get into that. This is about me and realizing how much my self-worth was so depleted at a young fucking age. How much my confidence was depleted at a young fucking age. And the fact that it was planned was so funny to me now that I'm thinking about it. Because my family didn't know better. They didn't know their worth. They didn't know how to tell me or show me how to love myself. My sisters didn't really show me how to love myself because they didn't love themselves, because they didn't know any better. And what's so sad about it is the fact that what's so sad about it is I was really around a bunch of women who really were doing the same shit. I was around a bunch of siblings, older sisters, who were doing the same shit, but crucified me because I'm supposed to know better. But it was so funny. It's the phrase, that every black person says to their younger child: don't do like me, do better than me. How am I supposed to know better and do better when you're not showing me how to do better? You get what I'm saying? Like, how does a child will know that something is not right, and then somebody can just literally gaslight them and be like, no, that's you doing, somebody can literally gaslight a child and tell them something different. I can't stand this type of zipper bra. This type of bra is fucking zippable, right? So anyway, this is why I feel like in my past videos, I talked about teenage girls and young girls that were in that age span, the age that I was talking about, even younger, even younger, because I was molested when I was younger. And that triggered all this hypersexuality, because I was never taught sex. I learned that shit in the fucking streets. Literally. I learned that shit in fucking school. My mama didn't teach me about sex. My sisters didn't teach me about sex, even though they was fucking doing it. Even though they was out here fucking motherfuckers they ain't had no business fucking over. Even though they was sneaking around bringing niggas in the house and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I really think about it, I kept thinking about how many times I say crucified, because this is exactly how I see it. This is exactly how I see it. I seen so much of myself. And I'm shameless plug. Zinga made it. I was just talking to her like literally last night, and I had her pyramid on my chest, right? And she said something that pertained to the pyramid. And mind you, when she said it, all I remember was I started getting flashbacks of my teenage self and the sexual acts that I did. Like, I started getting flashback after flashback after flashback, and even the flashbacks of me getting crucified by my siblings. Like, I think your organite pyramid is working, because I'm talking about, like, we were talking about other things, and I did not have her pyramid on me, and I wasn't even thinking about my past or my teenage self. But until I put it on my chest, on my heart, where my heart is, I just started having flashbacks of my teenage self and her memories that I thought I got over, but obviously I was suppressing this shit. So fuck it. Okay, so when I was a teenager, you know, I was sexually active. Didn't really know what sex was, because I was still under the Christian brainwash conditioned of thinking that, you know, you got to be abstinent. You shouldn't be having sex. You shouldn't be doing this. I remember being 12 years old. I remember seeing sex when I was damn near 5, but I wasn't sexually active until I was 12 years old. And when I mean by sexually active, I was out here giving fellatio for the first time. On the bus, may I add. And the fucked up part about it is, the bus driver saw it and didn't say anything. He didn't stop us. He didn't stop it. He just let it happen. And watch me get off the bus. Watch him get off the bus, and then watch me get off the bus. Didn't say nothing. I'm not laughing at the situation, because that's actually traumatizing when I think about it. I'm laughing because it's like, you are a whole fucking adult and you didn't even stop us. You didn't even stop it. You didn't even say, hey, you didn't even stop us and be like, hey, baby girl, what are you doing? You shouldn't be doing. You didn't do nothing. That nigga didn't do nothing. He didn't stop it. And I know at that age, I knew he saw it. And I felt like that's when shame happened. When I started developing in 5th grade, like developing my boobs and stuff in 5th grade. And I'm sitting here like 12 years old, right? Doing my first fellatio. And that shit stuck with me. I remember at that age, I was replaying it in my head, and I was happy because I wasn't really getting attention at home like that. And that was the start of everything that transpired after that. And then I remember the conversation me and Zinga had about how at those ages, that's when you was trying to understand your sexuality. Because at that age, girls my age at that time thought I was gay or some shit because I was looking at their bodies, but I was looking at them in beautification, like in adoring. And they thought I was gay for that. That's what, you see how much bullying and motherfucking bad influence can do to a child to make them feel like they are fucking different in the ways that they move, in the ways that they speak. Because at that age, I was like, I was trying to understand the fucking world, understand people, and have friends, you know? And I remember being sexually active at a young fucking age. Like, I was doing things I had no business doing. And I remember hearing my sisters doing it in the house, sneaking boys in the house, and I never said a thing about it. But it was until, it's so crazy. It was until I started doing the same things that they did, and I got in trouble for them because they told my business. Not to mention, they read my diaries and told my mom about my diaries. I remember every fucking scenario of everything, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I had no business at that age doing the things that I was doing. I can say that, but going back, thinking about that teenage mindset, it also did not give them the right to go into my privacy. It also did not give them the right to try to crucify me for the same things that they fucking were doing. But it was because I was doing it, and I had to realize I'm God's favorite. I had no business doing those things. My people, when I say my people, my spirit guides. Because I had imaginary friends, my nigga. I forgot all about my imaginary friends. But then I realized my imaginary friends were my spirit guides protecting me. Trying to protect me from them. My blood family. Trying to protect me from these badass influences in my fucking school. My school, man. When you are such a powerful spiritual being, these motherfucking demons, entities that we ain't gonna call them demons. These motherfucking entities know who the fuck you are, and they will use motherfuckers around you to take your fucking powers. At that age, my nigga, at that age, I was pure. Until these entities started attaching themselves to me. I lost my virginity when I was 14 by a nigga who was, 2 years older than me. I had no business dealing with him, but because I don't know, at that age, I saw something and I was like, well, shit, I want to see what everybody else was feeling. I didn't even like my first time. My first time was ass. That nigga didn't know what the fuck he was doing. That nigga didn't know what the fuck he was. All he did was stick his dick in. It just felt like a stick sticking me. Literally. It felt like a fucking stick just poking and poking and poking and poking. Until he came and the condom got stuck. Do you see how at a young age how traumatizing this really is? Like, sex was really traumatizing for me. And I didn't realize it until now. Because of how much shame I had towards sex. Because I kept being shamed for my body. Because my body was developing at a quicker pace than most of my classmates. And a lot of fucking... And I do mean this is fucking traumatizing. Because older men were trying to hit on me. And I'm fucking 12 years old. I talk about niggas who are damn near old enough to be my father. Were hitting on me. I was fucking 12, my nigga. Fucking 12. 12. And y'all out here thinking I was a grown... It's that fucking entity, bro. I say it's the entity and the energy. The entity whatever the fuck this entity was has been following me my whole fucking life. It's been trying to get to me my whole life. When I got molested, that's when it got to me. And then it's been with me since now, because I'm working the beating this fucking ass now. Now it's being seen. Now it knows that I know it's been around me for so long. And now it's like, now I'm ready for it to get the fuck on, because I want my teenage self to know there's nothing to be ashamed of, baby. You didn't fucking know what you was doing. You just felt like it was right because that was the only way you could get, that was the only way you could get attention from a motherfucker, because I wasn't getting it from home. I was getting it from school by the wrong motherfuckers, and it was making bad attention to me. And granted, you know, it's so funny to look at this shit now and wondering why I'm so protective over myself, because my teenage self wasn't protected. I was never protected. I was never protected at all. Even when I got into fights with dudes, like physical fights with dudes, I was never protected. Even when I sat here and got sexually assaulted on the fucking bus by a group of niggas, I wasn't protected. I was shamed. I was shamed. You see that girl over there? Let me tell you what she did. She did this on the bus with a bunch of niggas. Even my brother knew I did what the fuck I did. And you know what happened? He told my mama on me, and I laughed because I'm like, you really gonna do this shit and I know what you be doing? And I got my ass beat for the shit that I did. Or I got a sit down in a conversation about sucking dick. Because my brother stole my diary and broke into it, and then my sister found it in his room, and she read it, and she told my mama, and they tried to give me a sit down about I shouldn't be doing these things. But my thing was the fact that they were doing the same shit, but I got crucified for their shit. Ain't that the crazy part about this? That's what's so crazy about sexual trauma and hypersexuality, is that I didn't realize where the fuck I was getting it from. I got it from them, but I got crucified for the shit that they was doing. Ain't that some shit? I was getting rocks thrown at me by my own siblings, but they had their own rocks behind their hands, about their own fucking skeletons in their motherfucking closets. You know how many times I could have told my mom about my sisters fucking around with some niggas in her room and their room, and come on, son. Like I really sit here and think about this shit, and I'm just like, bro, my teenage self is so traumatized and feels so betrayed by my own fucking blood. Many times I felt betrayed by my own blood. And that's why this healing moment, this healing journey, ain't about my family no more. It ain't about them no more. Because when my mom transitioned, I made it my dedication to fucking heal my family. Until I lived in the same house with them. Until I lived under the same roof as them. Then I realized it wasn't even about blood anymore. It was about me. I had so many people around me tell me, Brianka, put yourself first. Brianka, put yourself first. Brianka, put yourself first. Brianka, put yourself first. That it did not click into me until I moved, till I got out that house in December and started living in my car in February. Now I'm making it my due diligence to fucking release this entity, release these traumas, release this fucking energy that's been haunting me since I was a fucking teenager. This entity been haunting me since I was a fucking child, bro. And I'm ready for it to get the fuck on, because this is me facing that motherfucker. Facing the fact that I did these things at a young ass age. And I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Because half of that shit was peer pressure. Not from my siblings, but from classmates. From boy classmates. Half of the shit was pressure. It was the same classmates that called me a fat bitch or a fat ass or whatever, wide load, but in the same breath would undercoverly try to fuck with me, undercoverly say that they like me. And then it's like, boy, when you realize how fucked up society is and how fucked up the school system is, they really gave us sex ed and then teach us shit about how to deal with boys. Oh, you know, if a boy picks on you, that means he likes you. No, bitch, that means that nigga, and then enable the bullshit. Enabled it. Because it's just like, this is me facing all this shit, bro. This is me facing all this shit right now, because it's all coming back. It's all coming back, and I can't stop it. I can't stop these memories from coming back. Even if I sat here and tried to journal, and it's crazy how I just journaled a little bit, and this pops up because I felt like I needed to talk about it before I even before I even go work out. So this gonna be a minute. This gonna be a long ass video, but I don't even think this gonna be a long video, but I'm not gonna make it into those like when I first started, not like when I started coming back, I made it 40 minutes or whatever the fuck. Nah, this is gonna be this is gonna be from when I recorded yesterday and today, and I'm gonna post it because this got to be fucking said. I am angry, not at myself. I'm angry at the motherfucking system that was built on fucking me up. That's where my anger is focused on right now. I'm telling myself I am so worthy. I'm telling my teenage self, you are so worthy. You was not supposed to have these things happen to you, but it happened. The sexual traumas that you got from your fucking blood family, from motherfuckers outside. Motherfuckers will never understand that even outside influences can still give you trauma. Getting bullied in high school, that is fucking trauma. Getting bullied for your body type, that is fucking trauma. By the same motherfucking dudes that want to fuck you, that is trauma. That is fucking trauma. That I'm no longer holding on to. I'm no longer holding on to that. How them motherfuckers treated me, it was nothing but an entity of insecurities on them. That they tried to, that everybody that was built in this system to fuck me up is coming right back at them now. Because I've been calling my powers back. I call all my powers back to me. You know why? Because these motherfuckers thought they could break me. These motherfucking entities that's been haunting me since I've been in my blood family, since I've been in these school systems, been haunting me. I see y'all motherfuckers. Y'all thought you could break me, my niggas. I'm still fucking here. Facing the fact that y'all tried to break me. Facing the fact that y'all thought you could break me. And you thought wrong, bitch. I'm still here. And you're still miserable. I ain't mad, bro. I'm not. And the fucking crazy part is I really am not mad right now. I'm just so glad that I'm fucking facing them. Like, I'm so glad I am fucking facing these memories. My teenage self and anybody teenage self, you are so worthy, baby. You are so worthy. This system that was built to destroy you and you're still fucking here, bitch, you won. You fucking won. Because it's so many people who tried to commit suicide at 16. Trigger warning. Suicide. Yes, I'm going to put this in the beginning of the video too. But just a trigger. It's so many motherfucking people that tried to kill themselves at that age. And they still fucking here. You won, bitch. You fucking won. They lost. You won. They lost.